Okay, everyone, welcome back to Trade Wave Tuesday. So, what we're doing on this series every week, I'm entering a order to build a portfolio based off Trade Ideas' new proprietary moving average and trend following system we are calling Trade Wave. And I'm putting this into a paper trading portfolio that we're doing over here with Brokerage Plus, taking some of these live as well because they're working out really well. But I want to show this entire portfolio, and we track every single trade and do everything out in the open with you. So we're doing that there, so it's nice and easy to track, doesn't get muddled up with anything else I'm doing as well. So without further ado, we're going to pop into it, and we're going to start by reviewing what we've done so far. So the first trade we took, I think, was UNG right here. So we bought this on this day right here. We initially took $20,000 worth. However, I think I want to split the portfolio up a little bit more because with a trend following portfolio, there will be times where the market's really, really choppy and we don't do as well. So I want to show that as well. And I want to kind of keep the drawdown smaller. And in return, I'm capping the upside. That's what happens when you lower position. So we're doing $10,000 per position on a hypothetical $100,000 account. And we'll see where we are in a year's time from now. Then we took CLF, I believe. And CLF hasn't really done anything. We are pretty much flat on the position. Nothing really open P&L $1. So yes, we are exactly flat on the position. So the rules are I'm buying from the TradeWave scanner that we're building and the stocks that are making a new buy ticket on the TradeWave, and I'm holding them until this cloud is broken and we have a close below that. So that's just to remind everyone the rules. And then we also took JD, and we took JD on this day right here. We had a buy ticket pulled back for one day, and then China's been absolutely off to the races. And this is what I want to talk about, where I want to highlight the real power of trend following and using trend following systems like this, whether it's day trading or swing trading or whatever. My own personal account, and I obviously regret doing this, I sold a little bit of JD as it gapped up right here, and I sold a little bit more when it gapped up right here. I still have some of the position, but not all of it. But in this trade wave scenario, I'm in the entire position. I'm just using this moving average to get out. Now, it means that if we fall now to around $34, that's going to be my exit price on JD, which would be a lot of loss from we're currently up at $5,000 or 5% of our portfolio in this single position. However, that's the trade-off you have to be able to make. You have to be able to make that if you're going to be a trend follower. You have to say, I'm okay with this unrealized gain getting reduced substantially. I have to be okay with that because I am sacrificing that for some sort of upside that we could be in JD for months or maybe even longer. If this trend just consolidates sideways for a while, moves higher, we don't know what's going to happen. So having a systematic out like this makes absolutely perfect sense. So what I'm going to add this week is this LBPH. Now, this is the first lower float, kind of pharmaceutical, riskier type play, but it popped up on the TradeWave scanner. You can currently find this in the Market Explorer windows. If you just go to any Market Explorer window, right click, go to select strategy, and then go down to TradeWave, you can see daily, weekly, and 5-minute charts there. We are still tweaking them. So every day, make sure you're closing down Trade Ideas and reopening it because we're building it, but I'm tweaking and I'm changing just to see if we can try to find the best of the best and not have people have to scan through too much without limiting it too much so people aren't finding it. But this has been absolutely insanely strong from $2 now to $34, just trending, consolidating, and then gap pushing higher, consolidating and pushing higher. Another thing that I really like about this is this fade that happened right here. So you got a trade wave sell signal right in this area, and it did drop, but then it just rallied right back up. So the people who are shorting this breakdown, this mean reversion, I think may be trapped. Now we have 12% short float. We have 5 days to cover. And again, the beauty of this, I'm going to enter this right here. And an initial stop, if we close below even the swing low, I'm going to get out, but then of course watching the trade wave as it goes for an exit. And as always, we can see what the back tested results would be. If we use trade wave to buy right here, we'd have a 46% return on what you're seeing on the chart, right? Buy here, sell here, buy here, sell here, and then a flat trade. And now we're looking to rebuy. So as always, we are going to go 10,000. And instead of shares, we are going to go dollars, and we are going to buy this at market and make sure the order box filled out for Trade Wave Tuesday, and away we go. So there goes the order. So now we are in our fourth position. So 40% of the portfolio is being used, and now we wait. The beauty of being systematic in this way is there's no more decision points in this trade. There's no more decision points in my JD or my UNG or any of these trades. It is, I don't have to think anymore. I load up the chart at the end of the day. If it has closed below that moving average, I'm going to exit on the next open. That's it, right? So the beauty of using a system to do entries and exits, knowing that the system will not be perfect if you just do it on everything, is that the only decision I have to make is what I'm going to trade. So I'm scanning through this list. I'm trying to find setups that I like, things with maybe a high short float, patterns like this, where we had this little undercut and rally. But the exit, the entry, which is a trade wave buy signal, and the exit are completely systematized, so I don't have to think about them at all. Now, make sure you're staying tuned because the game plan, I'm enjoying these. Game plan is I'm going to start doing these again every single week as we go through and as we build out TradeWave and all the things we're doing with it. I, again, thoroughly enjoy it so that we can make sure that I like the idea behind this because I'm teaching you guys more or less how to be more systematic and more purposeful with your trading, as opposed to saying, hey, this is a XYZ pattern, I'm going to buy it. This is an XYZ pattern, I'm going to sell it. I can simply just say, hey, the trade wave said buy it. I like the look of the pattern. Everything else is now sorted. So talk to you guys next week.